step by peace out loud. Well, that's bugging me. Remember, we're just hanging out, not performing. Okay, so, verse 1. I guess we can go to the chorus. Well, no, good news on it. Okay. Picture joy and baby sure with every paper I got to deliver. Good news on the doorstep. I will take so many more steps. I can't remember if I cried when I learned about this joyful ride. Something kind deep inside. Verse 2 out of 6 coming up. Slurpy slurp. Perrier from France. Blackberry. I'll just keep it open. Alrighty then. Verse 2 out of 6. Did you read the book of love? Do you think above you believe in rock and roll and music? See, rules so to the left me and the left is well, it's almost exactly 12 minutes from the beginning and the end with breaks and intermission. Never mind on that. So anyhow, that said, thank you for hanging out with me. Peace out loud. And we're not done yet if you don't mind. Of course, you can come and go as you please. So I'm going to put the guitar down because there has been some feedback from one person about the guitar overflowing my singing. And I can say that's probably true today because I'm just singing because I'm like kind of shy. Anyhow, it is winter, so I keep reminding everyone. And at the beginning of all the fun of winter, you know, it is kind of pretty, you know. I don't know if you can even see out that window, but everything's white. And I've been able to get out and about also. So, cheers. This is just splendid. Perrier from France. The flavor is Forever Blackberry. Yum yum. I already did that. Look at that. Looks like I'm going to be a heavy drinker today. Pop that bubbly open. Okay, so that said, here comes a song when all I've got is my voice. And remember, you can sing it in your head and nobody even has to hear you, but thought is energy, and you know, the whole web of connection and everything affecting everything, and then the whole self-awareness thing. And I actually had to go through that earlier this week. I shared with a friend recently. I always say to be aware of yourself, to know when you have a thought and that thought gives you this feeling that's not nice and you don't like it, right? You have to see that and then say, take it from me, and walk away. Problem is unconsciousness. You don't even see it coming, and you, next thing you know, you're off and running on some horrible thing that's not helping you or anybody else, but you're entitled to it. So I just say, you know, release your attachment to issues of any sort that don't make you like the best person ever, you know. And it's easy, hopefully. Okay, being nice is easy, you know. It can be, at least. That was a weird thing to say. Okay, here I am with my beverage. And here I am with my vocal cords. Okay, it's 14:23 after the, you know, long so far. Okay, so here we go. Good news on the doorstep by Peace Out Loud. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music always made me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could help those people dance, and surely they'd be happy for a while. And with sheer joy it made me shiver with every paper I got to deliver. Good news on the doorstep. I would take so many more stabs. I can't remember if I cried when I learned about his joyful bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music rose, and we are singing. Hi, Miss American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee, and the levee is high, and good old pours are turning water into wine, singing, this will be the day that we shine. Whoa, whoa, this will be the day that we shine. Okay, so you see how I was like wandering around and singing and being sidetracked, and then I'm like, oh crap, what verse am I on? This is what I went through continuously, but this has been 5 years now, so I'm just remembering the past and how I had so much trouble working my brain to process. Anyway, so now we are on verse 2 out of 6, singing. Okay. did you read the book of love? And do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? Can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Oh, I dig those rhythm blues. He was a lonely teenage bronchian buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. And he knew she was full of love the day the music rose, and we are singing. Hi, hi, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, and the levee is high, and good old boys are saying everything's just fine, singing, this will be the day that we shine. Whoa, whoa, this will be the day that we shine. So, a little insider trade secret here. On the note of losing track of where I am, the song was so long, and so many endings and new beginnings. So if I get like, oh no, what was the last one? I just go right back to the like 5 seconds of the one before, which was, she was full of love, which refers back to the book of love at the beginning of the verse, right? So then I'm like, okay, now I know where to go, which is verse 3, which is, For 10 years we were on our own, and moss grew fat on a rolling stone. And that's just how it used to be when the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, in a voice that came from you and me. While the king was a looking down, the jester wore his flowery crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. Well, Lennon read a book on marks. The band kept practice in the park. And we sang melodies in the dark the day the music rose, and we are singing. Hi, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, and the levee is high, and good old boys were saying everything's just fine, singing, this will be the day that we shine. Whoa, whoa, this will be the day that we shine. Sang in the dark, helter skelter, helter skelter, summer swelter. The land was abundant and full of shelter, 8 miles high and flying fast, like a Dixie band full of brass. We all got up to dance. We were so grateful to have the chance. And while the players rejoiced by forcing a yield, the marching band decorated the field. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music rose, and we are singing? Hi, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, and the levee is high, and good old boys are saying everything's just fine, singing, this will be the day that we shine. Whoa, whoa, this will be the day that we shine. Helter skelter, all in one place. There we were, all in one place. A generation floating in space with a lot of time left to start again. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. I saw Satan turn his nose the day the music rose, and he was singing, "Hi, hi, Miss American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee, and the levee is high." And good old boys are saying everything's just fine, singing, "This will be the day that we shine." Whoa, whoa. This will be the day that we shine. As I watched him on the stage, my hands rejoiced, the battle played, the angels broke his spell, and Satan ran out. Yay! I met a girl who sang the blues, and then she sang a happy tune, and then she turned and walked toward. I went down to the sacred stove where I'd heard the music years before, and joined in the music as it played. And in the streets the children laughed, the lovers sang, poets honed their craft, and many words were spoken, and the church bells all were smoking, and the three men I admire the most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, ran all the way in from the coast the day the music rose, and we are singing. Hi, hi, Miss American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee, and the levee is high, and good old boys are saying everything's just fine, singing, "This will be the day that we shine." Whoa, whoa, this will be the day that we shine. Yay! Happy Valentine's Day, I hear. Peace unto us all.